How dare you?
How very dare I?
We almost did it. It's been a long time since we've had all of us do fans all at once, and of course, Brook ruined it.
I mean, and of course, Brook ruined it is a very much like a tagline to my life, so I'm down for this.
Correct. And a tagline for the podcast. I'm kidding. I love you, Brook.
Not too much.
Oh, we'll get into more of your opinions on things where I can say, and Brook ruined it later.
We got to film Eurovision again sometime soon.
Anyway, hello, Uglies, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast where we put the real in the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I'm very excited to be back in the Underworld with 14 people that are fun-ish. More like 13 people that are fun and Abhora to talk about this wonderful season of Titans.
Abhora.
No,
Abhora.
I don't even feel like I can do that anymore after this episode, and we'll talk about why.
Oh, fair.
But as always, you can go get your cup mug if you need an emotional support cup mug to get you through what is bound to be a certainly tumultuous season of Dragula Titans. Lana G Creations at Etsy.com. That link is in the description below. We do ship domestically within North America and internationally everywhere you can watch Dragula, so there are no excuses, and we thank you.
Hi, everybody. It's Brook, and I'm passionate about pop culture. I'm also the CEO of the Sigourney Beaver fan club, but we have recently acquired the fan club of JK as well. So I'm also the CEO.
No,
of
you
JK
haven't.
Fan Club. Yes, we have. So due to corporate restructuring, we are the CEOs of both fan clubs now. So there we go. I'm thrilled. I'm happy to be here.
Are you drinking anything?
Yeah, I'm drinking water.
Work. I am Brandon, your professional fangirl of Clash of Dragon video games. I just finished dinner. I'm having some mint limeade from Cafe Rio, which is actually really delicious. Also donning some cute merch. It's only fitting. I'm wearing my Dragula Titans tour shirt, in addition to the Dragula Titans fan that I also have, because I have to.
As you absolutely should. And I'm Micha, your Parisian correspondent. As it is night here, I'm also making my surrounds very knightish and ghoulish, which is fitting for Dragula. Yeah, I'll be probably the resident president of Jaharia fan club, and I'm pretty pleased with the results of this first episode. And I'm drinking plain water, because why not? It's already 2 a.m. here.
Lovely, wonderful, and fantastic. Well, this was certainly a premiere episode of Dragula Titans Season 2. There's a lot to talk about, so I think we just need to dive into it. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And this week, we are giving you drag content every single day of this week. There's something going on every single day. I'm very excited about it. So much drag is going on right now, and we are thrilled about it. So make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we're putting out all of our content here on the channel. Check out everything else we're doing across the Cup Network. All those links are down in the description below for our other channels, our audio podcasts, our Patreon, which will have a lot of fun content for this month, as well as our social media at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, and where you can follow the four of us as well. All those links are in the description below, and we thank you for all of the wonderful support. We are about to hit 3,000 subscribers, so if you have not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hello?
And
We're
also
fun.
to all the people that already subscribed, thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Yes. We support and we appreciate all of the support that we have gotten so far. So thank you. Thank you very much. But overall thoughts, Dragula Titans 2, Episode 1, Halloween House Party, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Overall thoughts, what do we think?
Meh.
Not the meh.
Yeah, I it was a little like, oh, like it felt a little bit, and I want to know if y'all agree. It felt like we were dropped in the middle of a season.
Yeah.
A bit. I know why you get this feeling. I not 100% agree, but I get why you get this feeling. Yeah, but it was visually stunning. That's what I say. Visuals were phenomenal overall, but yeah, it wasn't like it was a bit like this for me.
The drag was very great, as usual. It's Dragula. I expect it to be really great. But in terms of the enjoyability of the overall viewing experience, meh.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think the overall structure of the episode was really clean and well done. Like, I think, like, I liked the way we did everything. I liked the challenge. I liked the drag. But I was just left with an overall feeling of, oh, okay. Like, this felt like an episode 3. A little bit. Like, it felt a little, okay. But what I will say is I loved getting a good, classic, old school Boulet intro to this season. And I was like, yes, a Boulet intro. I loved it. Because it's always just good to see the Boulets doing what they do best and doing dumb, fun skits for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of my favorite parts about Dragula. It always has been and it always will be. Is just seeing Drac and Swan interacting with each other. It's just always one of my favorite parts of the season. So we get that. And then for maybe the first time ever, we get a main stage entrance sequence. How fun. And I loved too that we have all of the tombstones on stage of all of our contestants. I thought that was really fun as well.
No, I really love that. I was just like, I see every single person's like RIP because like they're in the Underworld. So I was just like, oh, this is perfect.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Like this is like production value upped, like
yes,
in every way. I was just like, yes, this is what we needed.
Exactly, that's what I was talking about, but partially about visuals. And also, it was very cool to see the reaction of people who are already on stage to the name of the new contestant while they were behind their back.
And
cool.
My favorite part, we'll talk about entrances here in a second, but my favorite part was everyone, the collective cheer over Disasterina. When everyone was like, yes! Because we all said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course we did. Because, oh my God, Disasterina. I'm so sorry. Brook isn't here to correct me, but Disasterina! But we didn't even get a Disasterina in this episode. And I feel like maybe we're getting a different Disasterina. Maybe we're getting mellow, calm, cool, and collected Disasterina on this season. And I'm not mad at it. And one of the things I want to acknowledge right off the bat, this is the first time we have ever seen or heard Disasterina out of drag.
Yes.
I was like, because at one point she switched into her like actual voice, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And I loved it.
Can I be honest?
Yes, looking like the lead singer of Rammstein, the German band.
Yes.
Disasterina was low-key my favorite part of this episode, to be honest.
Agree.
Yeah.
No, me too.
And like and that's not even that's from a character perspective. Like Disasterina and Jaharia were my two people that I was like really invested in this episode. I mean, okay, season 2 is my favorite season of Dragula, so like obviously I'm going to have some bias to my season 2 girlies, Thanks so Majesty.
Yes.
And it was nice seeing. We weren't sure if Disasterina was going to be on the cast until right before. She was the like maybe on the cast, maybe not name on the cast that we weren't really certain about. So when we found out, like confirmed, I mean, you can go watch the cast assessment. We were freaking the fuck out. But it's really nice to get to see this. I don't want to say newer version of Disasterina, but more of this like fully realized version, I feel like, of Disasterina, of like this person who's like, I know this is probably going to be my last shot. Probably. Yeah. So I'm going to give this every fucking thing I have.
Yeah.
And I want to show everything I can do and how much I've grown and changed since season 2. And it was stellar to watch Disasterina in this episode for me.
And to hear her talk too about just like being in the boudoir and like being in the lab and being like, I never thought I would get this opportunity again. And just like being emotional about being back on Dragula, like that hit me so fiercely. Because like Disasterina is one of my favorite Dragula contestants of all time. I want nothing but good things for Disasterina. If Disasterina goes home early on this season, I will cry, scream, and throw up and yell at the Boulets. Like, even if it's deserved, even if she is the worst in a challenge, I'm still going to throw a fit. Because I want nothing but the best for Disasterina on this season. Like, just one of the purest souls on a show that should not have pure souls. Like, just an angel amongst disgusting, rotted human beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just love Disasterina so much.
That's such a great Dragula's version of a like straight man description.
Quite literally, because he's married to a woman.
And he talked about your wife so good. This was such a gorgeous moment.
And I loved it. We'll talk more about Disasterina later as well. But I want to get to our entrance looks very quickly. We're not going to talk. Oh, yes.
I didn't get to mention the other thing I really wanted to talk about was during the entrances when everybody was like, oh my God, why did they bring back Loris? Like, that moment was funny.
Even Frankie did.
Like, I mean, a few people had similar reactions to JK, but I think they all kind of like expected
when
JK
Cynthia
to do
was
that.
like, from season 5, JK. I fell out of my couch. I said, Cynthia Doll, the icon you are, that's my girl. I love Cynthia. I fucking love Cynthia for that. I'm just like...
And then right then, back to back, when JK was already on stage and from season 4, La Zavaleta, and JK went like sour.
It was the back to back. It was so good. It was so good.
But specifically when Loris came out, every single person on that stage went, and it was
very much like, oh.
Yeah, sorry, that was all. I just wanted
oh
to
no,
talk
you're
about.
fine. No, you're fine. I love it. But yes, let's talk about our entrances. We are going to bring in a new technique suggested and introduced by our dearest Brook here. We are going to teabag these entrance looks, and if you are not familiar with the teabagging technique, yes, it is our version of Toot and Boot, but it's cuter because we're teabagging. So if we like a look, it is tea, and if we don't like a look, we're gonna bag it. It's that simple. That's all. Yes, it caught on, Brook. Yes, you're welcome.
I'm very happy about that.
I love it.
Behind the scenes, Steve, we were talking about how we could do it for these, especially the episodes that have a lot of looks in them, where we really don't have. We don't want to make this a 3-hour recap of a 1.5-hour episode of TV.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. So, yes, it's very cute and adorable and lovely and makes sense. So, as always, thank you to Draglooks for these lovely collages. Thank you, Draglooks. Thank you, Draglooks. Their link will be down in the description below. Check out Draglooks for all of the best collages of drag and drag race things. They did a great job on getting the entrances because, baby, I couldn't. I tried, and then thankfully Draglooks had them together. So I'm very thankful, but they're not in entrance order by any means of the
I think it's
imagination.
backwards that you have it.
Well, I didn't have it. But actually, no, Brandon, you're incorrect because Eva would have been in the middle of this
Okay,
had
fair.
it been in backwards order. So you're wrong.
Okay.
You're
It's
incorrect.
alphabetized by last name, if there is a last name present.
Oh, per. Anyway, who cares? We're gonna get Abhora out of the way first.
T.
Okay.
I mean, it was T when it first came out because obviously it came out in a bag.
That was funny as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's kind of coldish tea, but yeah, I love the behind the scenes and entrance from the bag out to the bag.
She can get taken out in that same bag she walked in. The bag was cute. And then she walked out of the bag and nothing else was cute for me. So it's a bag. That same bag she hobbled out of, that bag. Which was a cute bag, but that bag.
I was watching her hop down the corridor backstage.
I couldn't. Girl, why? Who, what, where, when, why, how, Abhora? No, thank you. Sigourney.
T.
Tepid tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
It's simple. It's simple. It's clean. It's good. It's just it's a bit simple, but she looks beautiful, so I ain't mad. Evah Destruction.
Bag.
Yeah, bag.
I would still give her some kind of tepid tea.
Bag.
I feel bad.
I don't. Girl, this is your third time on Dragula.
But she will redeem herself later in the episode, so...
100%. But girl, this is your third... Girl, ma'am, diva, destruction. What are we doing? I'm sorry. It was not the tea for me. I'm sorry.
The face was great.
I wanted to like this, but it's a bandeau top, a skirt, and a robe. No.
I like the bloody mouth. That's nice.
The makeup is sickening. But everything else for me was not the tea. For me, and for me alone, it was not the tea. But I love Eva dearly. And I will give her all the praise later, so don't worry. Loris.
Tea, but the tepidest of tepid tea.
I thought it was T because like when I saw her come out, I was like, okay.
Bag. I'm sorry.
Fair.
I'm gonna give it a T. I actually think this is maybe one of the best things Loris has ever worn on Dragula.
Fair.
Honestly, like, it's clean, it's polished. I'm really happy that right out the bat, she gave us latex as well, because that is what she's known for. I thought it was cute. I ain't too mad. Next up, Taylor Swift. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's J. Jolie. Hey, she did it to start. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you are making it very hard to stand you right now. Bag.
Okay, Jade, I love you, but this was a bag for me.
Karma is not her boyfriend here. Bag, absolutely.
Oh, I don't care. Here's the thing. I'm going for a Dragula look. Okay, sure, whatever. Y'all can have your opinions. This is a clean, well done entrance look. I'm gonna give it tea.
It's clean.
It's not the hottest of tea. Like the tea's been sitting out for like a few minutes, but it's clean, it's concise, it's still, it still fits the brief. It gives her drag. I'm gonna give it tea. I think she looked good.
It's a leotard.
Okay, and
I'm sorry, but it's the same argument that I have for Eva of like, this is your second time on Dragula, third time on a drag competition show. Like, can maybe a little bit more than a leotard for the entrance look, please? That's just kind of how I feel. Like,
I just think she looks cleaner than Eva does, in my opinion.
Again, don't get me wrong. I love how clean this is. Like, I do like this, but as a Dragula entrance, it was a bag. Like, that's just me though.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that's fair. I see what you all mean. I see it. Next up, Disasterina.
The most scalding tea I have ever had from Disasterina, probably.
Yeah, tea everywhere.
Yeah, it's a teetotal.
Tea. I loved this. It's simple but effective. It's so clean. And that's not something I thought I would ever say about Disasterina either. Because she is not known to be like polished. I'm so excited to see this new version of Disasterina on this show. Like, I think we're going to see some new, fun, cool things from Disasterina on this season, and I can't wait.
Can we also talk about the face she's pulling in that top photo, by the way? Like the little face.
I love it so much. Yeah.
Agreed. She's just like, what are all of you bitches doing? I love it. I love it.
8 years.
I love her so much. JK, don't bully her. Him, them. All of the pronouns, all at once.
Sweet tea.
Tea. I like this a lot.
I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. It's pretty, very good tea.
I would like it to be known that JK is polished. Tea.
And Victoria said that of all people, so yeah.
I know. We'll talk about it.
I know this was never a problem for JK, but the mug in this picture.
Oh, the elevation of the mug is so good. So good. I thought Jay looked so great here. No, their mug has elevated severely since season 5. Like, I was very impressed seeing them walk in. I was very, very impressed. So, next up, Cynthia doll. I'll start. It's tea. It's tea. It's 100% tea. This is good. It's tea. It's giving me emo punk girl down. This is one of my favorite entrances, to be honest with you. This gave me every 2000s emo rock girl thing I needed. I thought she looked so sickening.
You remember that time Been to the Crim said that Aja does really great special effects makeup? She can be under so many lights, but she always looks like she's under that one flickering light in the haunted hospital. The bottom picture is giving me that, and I'm trying to remember what this picture looked like, because maybe this just wasn't a great grab for me.
This is not a great grab, so you need to judge it based on your... Yeah,
I'm trying to. That's why I took a second.
Okay.
I'm going to give it tea with the caveat that I don't remember it super well, so I don't feel like I can adequately judge it as bad, if that makes any sense.
Well, you shouldn't because it's tea, but thank you.
I don't know.
No, it's tea because when she walked out in this, I was like, oh, work it. Like, when she walked out, I was like, yes. Like, she did the thing.
If Avril Lavigne was a zombie in a teenage zombie drama, that would be it. It's total tea for me. I loved it.
Thank you. We had to help Brook supplement their opinion.
I
And you know,
just don't
sometimes,
like it.
well, we helped you remember that it was tea. And that's fine. And we're okay with that. La Zavaleta.
I'm not going
Tea.
first.
Tea. I loved every bit of this. This is so camp. This is so fucking camp. I love this. I understand it's a robe. I understand it's a robe. But if we're going to praise Venus Deluxe over on Drag Race Philippines for walking in a towel, I'm going to praise La Zavaleta for doing the exact same fucking thing and doing it so well, so campy, and so sickening. And I loved every single bit of this. It's tea.
Sure. I wish there was a bit more, but I honestly don't know what else more could be done. You know what I mean? Like with the concept that's going on here, like it's very well executed. Again, Zavaleta's drag has never been an issue. It's just I just want more from these people on Titans. That's all. I'll give it T, but like I don't know what else I could add to it. So I guess that means well done. So T.
Here's my argument. So I've seen Zavaleta now perform 3 times, and the way that she like comes out in an entrance like this is absolute tea here, and I love it. Like the way she just walks down the road, be like, "Yeah, I'm here." Like, and what about it? And I love it. I love that so much for her. So
Yeah, it's pretty much tea for me, like moderately tepid tea. I just, I was a bit confused in the beginning how it's related to her body of drag, I guess. But she also surprised us with a newfound tone of voice, like for half an episode. So, it's tea, anyways.
And Dollya Black.
Bag.
It's like right on the line for me because I've seen this concept done better is the problem. I think the actual garment is really well done, so I'm gonna give it a tepid T. But I was expecting a little bit more.
like I'm like directly in the middle. Like I love the whole Maleficent vibe of it all. So I'm just like, that's what I like about it. But at the same time, I'm just like, could have been a little bit more.
Yeah, for me, it's like a bag with a few tea droplets left on it, undried.
My big thing is I wish the beat was a bit more involved here because I feel like the rest of the look is so elaborate that the face just doesn't really match it. Maybe is where I'm at. I'm not sure, but that's just my
I see it. Yeah, I see why. So
I agree with that. And our last 4 entrances, starting with Frankie Doom.
Is T?
T.
I mean, I think it's T because like I was just like, oh, the way that Frankie walked out, I was like, okay.
I mean, it's totally Frankie, but I'm kind of on fence here. It's like, yeah, T.
Fair. Priscilla Chambers.
The last little bit at the bottom of the cup, T.
Okay. Yeah, the tea's been sitting out for a little bit, but it's still good. She still looks good. So T.
Yeah, it's T for me because like I didn't expect a full glamour for like an entrance look for this, but I love this. So.
Oh, that's exactly what I expected from Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly. I didn't expect anything other than glamour from Priscilla for an entrance.
True.
I didn't expect it to go like that kind of Dolly Parton is being sacrilegious and some abandoned choice, but I like it for it. I give it full T, actually. It's all right.
Next up, Blackberri.
T. T. Every. I don't understand how you can be this good at something. Like, every damn time, Blackberri is always the T. I can't. This is so great.
Well,
yes. Yeah. Well, yes. T. Yeah. Like, and also like her energy just walking out. I was like, oh, we are ready for her.
I totally second that. That's a super hot piping, exploding tea, like bubble tea, like with bubbles bursting. And I want these boots. I don't know why, but I just want some kind of.
No, I want these boots.
And last up, Jaharia.
T with a question mark.
T, but I wanted the garment to have a little bit more shape. Like I wanted a bit more of her figure that we know her to have, but also for the character. And like I think I understand the references she's going for. I get why she didn't. But I wanted a bit more of that good body and the figure that we know she has. But it's still T. She looks incredible. I love it.
No, it's still Teak, but because I love this makeup. Like I didn't expect less from this makeup, so I was like, yes.
I mean, it's total T for me. I love that it's her signature color and that she looks like a troll doll. Maybe it implies like begets bagginess.
Fair.
The outfit.
Well, that was our entrances. They all come in to the main stage. And the Boulets announce that the first floor show is the Halloween House Party Part 2, where you will take a classic Halloween costume, Abhora.
Exactly.
A classic Halloween costume, Abhora.
I will say, them repeating it with that much emphasis made me laugh so damn hard.
I loved it so much. And then we are splitting into groups. It's literally the same premiere challenge as what they did on Titans 1. I like this as a premiere challenge. I have to be honest. I think it's a really fun premiere challenge, especially for Titans and especially for Dragula, which is a franchise not known primarily for lip syncing. I really appreciate that right out the bat. Hey, guess what? Serve a good look, serve a campy look, and lip sync. I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. So I think this was a fun challenge. We'll get back to the challenge here in a little bit because oh boy, we go into the lab and there's drama. Everyone's talking to everybody. It's immediate, like people are trying to get alliances started. Like you hear a lot of people immediately going to like who they're comfortable with. Jay is immediately like, okay, cool, I have Blackberri. Great. You see Priscilla talking immediately like, okay, cool, I want to get close to Jade. And I'm like, okay, cool. This is an alliance kind of season, and I like to see that. And then the drama ensues.
Yeah. It was weird to start out like this, to be honest. Granted, it was a little reminiscent of Titans 1. Let's not tell lies there. But having drama immediately between Zavaleta and Jay was interesting. We did already see something happening later between the two of them in the trailer. So we'll see when and if that happens. But then Jay and Cynthia still have drama, and we're going to be hashing that out quickly, I have a feeling, given what happens at the end of this episode. Because we'll see. I'll be honest, I am very interested in Cynthia Doll at the moment.
Cynthia Doll is the moment.
Always.
Now, come on now.
Always.
Like, I love... Yeah, she is just reality TV gold. Like, put her on everything, please. Now, the other thing I found interesting, in addition to the Zava versus JK, Cynthia versus JK kind of interesting angular movements drama, was the immediate, oh, okay, Eva, Abhora, why are you back? And we got two very different responses to that. And we got Eva saying, well, I feel like I've evolved. I want to show, my character and my person have evolved a lot on each time that I've been on Dragula, and I really want to come back and show that I've changed, I've evolved, I put a lot more into my drag, and I want to show off and do all those things. And I was like, yes, Eva, absolutely, love it, 100%. And Abhora's like, take it up with the Boulets. I don't know why I'm here. Okay, go home. Bye.
And started spinning on a table like a plate, which was interesting.
I was so ready and willing and able to be open-minded to Abhora. And I said it in the cast assessment. I was ready and open and willing, and 16 minutes into the episode, I said, nope. Nope. You are the same person.
This is the most I have ever enjoyed Abhora on Dragula.
Good for you.
I'm just saying personally, because I don't agree with that. I think there is a little bit more interesting about Abhora this time around, because I think a lot of Titans want Abhora. I mean, besides the love triangle crap, which I am not getting into that mess.
Well, you are the one that keeps bringing it up every time, but that's beyond.
Well, I know, but it's relevant to Titans.
I know.
But I think a lot of that was just very much, I want the spotlight, attention seeking. I'm going to say all these things to try to get the camera on me. And I think this was more of a, I have to answer this question, but let's be honest, my overall drag is not very different. Maybe it's a little bit more polished, but it's not changed much. I'm not, Abhora will never claim to be the chameleon of drag who does 90,000 different things in their art form. Abhora has a style, and that's just what they do. So I don't think she could have really said something like Eva said. But also, I think she could have played this up to make it a dramatic moment, but instead she just tried to get through the conversation as quickly as possible and stay focused on the task at hand, and also make it a little bit funny. And I think, to me, as much as I can understand where you're coming from of like, well, if you don't want to be here, go home. Like, I get that. I think she does want to be here, but I don't think she wants to just be. She can't really say what Eva just said. So I'm hopeful.
And I'm not.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that she's able to keep this energy that was happening in this episode, because I will say I was a little bit worried after this intro session of this episode, the first 16, 17 minutes. But as the episode went on, I enjoyed Abhora more and more.
I'm not hoping. I wasn't expecting Abhora to have the same response that Eva did. That was not what I was expecting. What I wanted was any sort of different reaction, to be honest with you. Like, there are several other Dragula contestants that would have loved a second chance, or even a third chance. And for Abhora to come in, and even if it was just a joke, and even if she was just trying to play it off as such, for them to come in and just be like, well, I don't know why I'm here. Talk to the Boulets. Like, it just felt disrespectful to all of the other people that could have been in their spot and aren't. That's just always how I felt about Abhora. And I wanted to come into this season and see something different. And I really agreed with Dollya in this moment and this is the one time I will agree with Dollya Black in this episode.
Yep.
Where I was like, I kind of agree. I don't see anything different. I don't see an elevation. I wanted to see at least something different from personality or drag. I see none of that. And it's one episode. I'm not going to judge too harshly, but right now I'm like, there are so many other Dragula contestants that would have loved this boost in platform. I know why the Boulets brought Abhora back. They said it. It's because Abhora is one of the most iconic contestants of all time. Sure, whatever. There are so many other contestants that frankly should have had another opportunity to show off their drag again because they have put in the work, because they have put in time, because they've done what has needed to be done. But instead we're going to bring back Abhora again? It's just like, what impact did Abhora have in this episode other than choreograph their group? Someone else could have stepped in and choreographed that group.
I don't know. And again, I'm not a huge fan of Abhora or anything, but I am going to play a little bit of devil's advocate, for lack of a better term here. I'm starting to get it a little bit more as to why they brought Abhora back. I'm hopeful again that we're going to see. I mean, obviously, we're going to see more of Abhora. Spoiler. Next week, and I'm hoping that we can keep seeing this trend, because the Abhora on Titans would not have been the group leader doing the choreography and encouraging her teammates like she did in this episode. Right. And that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think Abhora on season 2, who was this like loner, I don't really like anybody here personality, would have done that either. So I'm really hopeful that we can see this newer side to Abhora that I personally felt was present during a lot of this episode.
No, yeah, like I think in the beginning, it just like, of course, we saw what Abhora was, and then as time went on in the episode, it was just like, oh, this is what Abhora was trying to prove without having to like answer like the age-old question, basically. Because like, I'll be honest, I did get a little laugh at ask the Boulets. I did get a little laugh out of it, but at the same time, like, I do agree, Logan. I was just like, what's happening here? Like,
yeah.
I'm kind of with Brook actually here, because I think it's the most, it's the most I enjoyed Abhora in all 3 seasons. And though we actually got on Titans one instance where she was kind of trying to help her teammates in the episode 4, the Dungeons and Drag Queens challenge, where she was like prepping up her team and consoling Eva out of her panic attack of heat. But this time it kind of felt, I wouldn't say like more genuine, but it really felt that she was having fun. So in this scenario, I get where you're coming from, where this joke might come off as kind of off color and disrespectful for like other queens. But as the episode moved on, Abhora was actually kind of not only a team player, but a pretty much enjoyable character for the first time I've seen her. So I don't know.
All right, everybody. So just letting you guys know, Logan had to dip out, so it's just gonna be the 3 of us for the rest of the episode. Love you, Logan. So after our introduction drama, of course, we got to see some sparring with JK and Zavaleta, who apparently have drama that they don't want to speak about. JK and Cynthia have drama that is still unresolved from season 5. It's a very interesting time for the Titans here on this episode. But we did get teased on the main stage that somebody might be showing up in a minute who might be changing the game. And then in walks Vander Von on.
like the half panic attack of everyone was like, oh no, is she about to compete with us? Like, we do not want a winner here.
Blackberri saying that if Vander is here, I'm just gonna pack it up now. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. And that's coming from Blackberri. Like, but no, Vander is not competing. Vander is your Exorsister for this season of Dragula Titans. A phenomenal choice. A lovely choice. I was wondering how they were going to do that, or if they were going to do that for Titans, because last time, I mean, Titans was the reason the Exorsister position was created, so we could get more Coco Kane. And, you know, going from Coco to Cynthia, I mean, I didn't think it would be somebody from season 6 because, spoilers, somebody from season 6 is the Exorsister on season 7. But I was very curious how they were going to do this, and I think they made the best choice they possibly could have. Vander has such a fun personality, and it lends to this position really well. And also, make the girls lose their minds for the briefest of seconds before you tell them.
This was the perfect way for them to introduce Vander Vonad as the Exorsister, and I was like, yes, like this was the only way. Like this was the only way they could have done it. And the way that it was introduced by her, and I was just like, oh, perfect.
Exactly, yeah. Looking stunning.
Oh my god. Like when I saw her like Vander come in, I was just like, yes. Like we needed this.
Of course. So Vander comes in, we get told that we're starting with the Fright feat immediately. There is a big voodoo doll and a bunch of different stakes have been plunged into this voodoo doll. Most of them have a black tip. And if you get the black tip, you didn't win. Sorry. But if you pull the one out with the red tip, you have the power to put anyone up for extermination at the end of this, before critiques even. Oh, yeah. This is Dracula. I'm very much here for this. JK being like, I hate luck. I don't want to have to deal with a luck-based Fright feat. I would rather have to do something terrible. I'd rather eat. Can I eat? Like, that was great.
And Sigourney was like, I'm not eating anything. I don't want to eat.
Also, the way that Vander introduced the Fright feed with, like, the needle in her chest. And I was just like, oh.
See, my favorite part about that was Vander pulls the needle out, and then you just see this big little trickle of blood go straight down her chest. And like sometimes we forget some of these people are little nuts. It was very entertaining, I must admit. But yeah, kind of out of nowhere, the winner of the Fright feat is Dollya Black. Didn't really get a ton of time at the opening part of this episode. So it was a little surprising for me. But yeah, Dollya pulls the red-tipped stake, and we'll get to throw someone up for extermination tonight. Who? I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Gee, I wonder who Dollya
Gee,
was.
I wonder who. So we then go into our prep work for the challenge. It was an interesting time watching some of these people try to do choreography. I was very much here for it.
It's very funny how they repeated it in bits from Titans 1. It really was kind of part 2 the Electric Boogaloo.
No, truly. Like, it's like the stark like contrast as in the stark as in like literally the same, like almost the same thing. I was just like like who thought who was gonna like do well or not? Who knows like what would happen?
Yeah. So a couple of things we need to point out. One, our teams were pretty much just based on who had been on seasons with who, and it was very much a sequential based teaming. So team number 1, you're gonna have, and by team it just means they're performing together. It's not a team challenge. Well, kind of is a team challenge. We'll find out later. So team 1 is Frankie Doom, Loris, Abhora, and Disasterina. Team number 2 is Jade, Priscilla, and Dollya, which Priscilla and Dollya on a team together is going to be lovely to see. Team number 3 is Blackberri, Jaharia, Cynthia Doll, and JK. And then finally, team number 4 is Sigourney Beaver, La Zavaleta, and Evah Destruction, who is, I don't want to call them team leftovers because they're all sickening, but like everybody else was like, we were on a season together, or like in close proximity to being on a season together. And we're season 3, 4, and Okay, 4.
3 for
No,
4.
3 for 4.
And especially because, no,
For
in this
some
scenario,
reason,
Sigourney
for some
and
reason, it
Zava.
feels like there were so many, like it was more spread out than that. But I guess they were all in proximity to each other.
In
But,
somewhat a way, because like the team of Jade, Priscilla, and Dollya was like, oh, okay.
But yeah,
it
Priscilla
was
and
weird that Eva didn't go with Priscilla and Dollya, and that Jade didn't go with Sigourney and Zavaleta. But also, do we think we could have handled Sigourney, Jade, and Zavaleta as a group in 2025? I don't know.
I think they would have. I think they would have. Again, if they
Well, we'll
hashed it
never
out,
know.
I would
The
have
world
thought
may
that they
never
would.
know.
I mean, if they hashed it out and would have been fine, like if like I felt like it could have been a good group, like to me at least. Like
It
Sigourney,
absolutely-
Jade, and
yeah,
Zava.
because mostly Zava and Sigourney still had some drama, but they basically swept it under the rug and collaborated perfectly well. Mostly.
So, we'll just go talk group by group. Group number 1, Abhora is basically leading the group, although she doesn't want to be. Abhora does all the choreo. And that's pretty much all we see. The 4 of them are like very much uplifting each other, talking about wanting to be able to represent for the older seasons, that especially the season 1 girlies are like very much in that zone of like wanting to show what they have and show them not to be underestimated. We'll talk about that. So group number 2, talking about I'm gonna skip group 2 because that's where a lot of the drama's at. So group number 3, which is JK, Blackberri, Jaharia, and Cynthia, working very well together. Apparently there was an argument between JK and Cynthia. I'm very happy with how they edited this to like show us just a pinch of the argument and not overload us with drama at this point. Because they very much could have just thrown this in the episode. So I'm happy they didn't. But other than that, they get along pretty good. They get through the choreography. JK does most of the choreography. And everybody seems to be in a good spot. Group number 4, Zavaleta and Eva are, according to Zavaleta and Eva, are doing most of the work. And Sigourney is just kind of standing there, according to Zavaleta and Eva. We don't know. But again, they seem to be working really well together. They've developed good choreography. The polish is getting there. And then we go back to group number 2, which on paper, compared to at least group 3 and group 4, should be less dramatic than those groups. But sometimes you forget just how much Dollya and Priscilla just butted heads on season 3. Mess.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
That's very interesting, dynamic. And Jade is kind of not having Dollya all at once from the get-go, from the batch, isn't it? No. All the confessionals are so spicy.
So we have heard 2 conflicting stories in this episode as to what happened. According to Dollya, they were rehearsing, and Dollya had been like, hey, can we not drink until after we're done rehearsing so that way we can like make it through? Well, Jade and Priscilla decided to drink. The amount of alcohol that was consumed is the question. According to Jade and Priscilla, they only had a shot. 1 shot is what they have both claimed, is that they had 1 shot. Dollya, on the other hand, says that they were drinking throughout rehearsal, that she was pretty much the only person putting any effort into this rehearsal. And that maybe, I'm going to say maybe because we have no evidence to support this as of this time, some people are here to party, and by party, I don't just mean alcohol, I mean drugs. This is, God, I don't know how to talk about this. Because this could be something very serious and something that, you know, when you hear drugs, it's such a widespread amount of things we could be talking about, you know. Some people call weed a drug, and I don't think that at all. But, you know, We could be talking about weed. We could be going all the way down the line to like more severe substances that will get this video demonetized.
Yeah.
So
I was like, I don't know what Dollya is alleging. Again, because everything is alleged.
And it was now
Right.
brought back again this episode. So it
Right
was
now,
only
and
one
I'm
more.
just, and on top of that, it's like, of course, what are you trying to, like, I guess, stir in a way? Because like that, it just put a damper on the episode to me, because I was just like, what are you like accusing people of this? And it's like, huh? I really don't know what's going on here.
yeah, we, as of this moment, and even I'll say even by the end of the episode, don't know who was telling the truth in the situation as to the amount of anything that was consumed, what was consumed. All we can say is that at least Jade and Priscilla had a shot before rehearsal, and according to Dollya, the rehearsal did not go well. So we'll see how much that affects their overall performances as we head into the floor show. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. It's been such a long time since we've gotten to do this. Where's it at? Where's it at? Hold on. Logan would have had this ready, and I am so sorry for not.
I have it.
Get rid of it? Did we get rid of it? I don't see
I have
it.
it. I have it.
Oh, play it. Click it.
Attention competitors. Attention competitors. The floor show is about to begin.
Still
Thank
one
you.
of my favorite things ever, because
Thank you, Brandon.
Fantasia is everything.
Oh, we love Mother. All right, so we go to our floor show, which, as we mentioned earlier, is the Halloween House Party Part 2. They are also performing to the Boulets track All Hallows Eve, which I will say, as someone who watched their performance on the Kelly Clarkson show earlier this year, or last year,
Last year.
it's a bop. This is a jam, and I'm very happy this is the track that was chosen.
Not to make you jealous, but I did get to see it live.
Oh wow, Brandon got to see a person live. Why am I not surprised?
Well, because like this was the Dragula 666 tour, so
yeah. For context, Brandon goes to a lot of concerts, a lot of live performances. You live in the area. You live in a very nice area to be able to do that too. I wish I could do what you do more often. So Halloween House Party Part 2. But first, our extra special guest judges on this episode of Dragula Titans. First off, we have the reigning and defending monster from Dragula Titans 1, Victoria Elizabeth Black, is here. It's always fun watching somebody judge someone else that they were on a season with previously. Because not only was Victoria on Titans 1 with Abhora and Eva, but also was on Dragula 2. So we get to see that interplay with Disasterina as well. Hi, Victoria. Hi. I'm a fan, even if I was Team Coco Kane in that finale. Hi.
I was like, why say that?
It's just the truth. Beside the point. And then, of course, we have David Desmalchian, who has been a guest judge on the show before. Actor, writer, producer, been in a bunch of stuff. You've seen him before. You know who this man is. I don't need to go into lengthy detail. But also, these looks by the Boulets. Teeth.
They're stunning. One of their best. Absolutely, yes.
It's
so
the
good.
buns for me, and I love it.
Especially with the
Because I don't think we've ever seen like them wear these bun wigs before.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm obsessed with this.
It's very Star Wars, and I'm here for it. All right. So, because of the lack of promo footage from the episode at this point online, we are going to be discussing the groups as pairs, because it's just better for footage that way. So first up, we have, I believe, Loris and Disasterina. Both are in the same group together. Disasterina looks stunning.
Yes. Like, do we know like all of their like classic like Halloween outfits?
Yes.
Okay.
So Loris was very clearly a skeleton.
Yes.
And then Disasterina claimed to be a sorceress. You could also just say witch or wizard if you really want to go like that classic. It's just a more elevated witch, so I'm not mad at it.
Top tier witch.
I think they both look. I think Disasterina looks incredible. I think Loris looks good. I'll say that.
No, both are good because again, if you want to
Mhm.
take classic and then like take the elevation of it, like the way that Loris is like giving glitter skull, like I was like, ooh, yes. But the skeleton like outfit itself is fine, but again, the latex of it all, just like whew. I'm just like, I want to wear that. But Disasterina. Girl, like I am so happy to see this. Like and like it's so weird to me because like of course when you think Dragula, like we're trying to like think of all horror, but this like of everything like she was bringing, I was just like this is like very glamorous in a very different way. I'm just like, yes, this is what I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's never looked like this at all on Dragula. It's kind of something unique and different for her. And yeah, I just love this look so much. With Loris, yeah, I'm not mad at this at all. It's on a simpler side, but it's done very well. Especially, I love this punk mohawk with the entire skeleton. It kind of gives you this undead roller chick vibes, post-apocalyptic something. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So tea and bag. What are we thinking here, y'all?
Both are tea.
Both tea, just Disasterina is very hot.
Both tea. I would agree. In the challenge, I will say neither one of them were like a standout to me. I did enjoy Disasterina a little bit more. But overall, they were both very middle of the pack for me.
Yeah, music video was fine.
Same. Loris got totally lost in the shuffle. Disasterina was, I agree with you, Brook. She was kind of more memorable of the two, but also not exactly winning performance.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. Neither one of them were outwardly bad, to be clear as well.
No.
So for the other half of this group, we do have Abhora as a scarecrow, and then Frankie Doom as a werewolf. I will say, not our only werewolf in this runway. We had two other werewolves. Abhora looks fantastic.
Again, thank you, Abhora. This is classic.
This is great. This is immaculate, actually. I'm kind of gagged that I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think anybody went Scarecrow on Titans 1 either. So
no.
when this is just really good. Like from top to bottom, I think everything about this is great. And I also think something that I like from Abhora is when they worked the nose into the outfit a little bit more. And I think this integration is just seamless. I think it looks fantastic together. And I will say, in the performance, Abhora also did very well. So I quite enjoyed Abhora. Frankie, on the other hand.
Yeah.
The performance, again, nothing bad. There wasn't anything in the music video that was like, oof. This look is not my favorite. I will be 100. It's probably in my bottom 3 for floor show looks on this episode. I think out of the werewolves, this is by far my least favorite werewolf on the runway. And I like Frankie a lot, so this made me kind of sad.
I mean, I like the teeth and the claws, but just something about this didn't like scream to me.
Well, it does scream were-rabbit instead of werewolf a bit. It's like Wallace and Gromit kind of stuff.
Oh my god.
I'm not mad at it, but I mean, the color choice, again, as a defender of anything purple, this is clearly one of my bottom 3 looks as well. And yeah, in the video, Frankie didn't pop up either very much, but she kind of knew her lyrics, which is good. And Yeah, Abhora's look is truly fantastic. I love that scarecrow with the nose is like a perfect trope. I also love the kind of exhibitionist aspect of the scarecrow when she presented it, and it was super cool, yeah, to see Abhora literally being on top, if not for one event we'll discuss a bit later.
So teabag, y'all. What are we thinking?
Abhora T, Frankie bag.
Same. Abhora T, Frankie back.
Same. I would agree on all accounts. So moving on to group number 2, we have Jade, Jolie as the Wicked Witch of the West. Sure. And then we have Priscilla Chambers as a very fun take on a werewolf. I thought this was so camp, so fun, so elevated. Jade, why didn't you paint your arms, girl?
Yeah.
Because I will tell you right now, in the performance, it was the first thing I clocked was, oh God, Jade, why didn't you paint your arms? Like before the critique ever came up, I think it was David that said it in the episode. I was just like, no, that's not good. And then Jade also didn't know the damn words.
Yes.
Yeah, I was expecting more from Jade, obviously, because I love Jade so much. I'm just like, I was like, no, like the arms weren't fully painted, didn't know the words. She was just there.
Yeah, and that's kind of the worst part. Yes.
Yeah. But Priscilla, though, like, especially this outfit, like, yes, like this is everything.
Yeah, Priscilla fully showed up. Not only did she know her words, she was kind of probably the most engaging player and the most camera-stealing player in their group during the video. And this look I totally love. It's just phenomenal. It's like, yeah, if younger Jennifer Coolidge was on a motorbike and decided to become a werewolf, that's kind of where she's going, and I love it. But Jade, yeah, it's just unfortunate.
Like the 4th of July.
Like Halloween.
Yeah, it's so great. I love them both as performers, but Jade, this is a bag. I'm sorry. I think Jade may have done the actual worst in this challenge, which unfortunately makes it even harder to defend. But Priscilla's absolutely T for this.
Yeah, Jade, again, I love you, but this is a bag. And then Priscilla, this is T.
100% agree on both takes, yeah. Jade is a bag, Priscilla gets a T. Very hot one.
All right, so finishing off group 2, we have Dollya Black, and then beside Dollya, we have Blackberri from group 3. So we'll talk about Dollya first. Dollya was going for Alien. Girl, where?
Emphasis on going.
I was getting more Cyclops than Alien.
I was getting like demented gremlin from Planet X.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I suppose is a bit of an alien, so I'll give you that. But like, it just felt too much. Because the look itself, I think the look itself is great, actually. I really like it. But for the prompt, when it's supposed to be like easily readable and like digestible, I don't think this was the move for this Floorshow.
I think if she was trying to go for Alien here, like, I think she could have been just green instead of pink.
Why is she green?
Why is she pink?
Yeah, is that pink?
Like,
or fuchsia of sorts.
It's pink and purple in different spots is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Dollya in the challenge, fine. Knew the choreo, knew the lyrics.
Yeah, like Dollya was fine.
Better than Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah. Even though with that face, it was kind of harder to get her lyrics through, but it was even more
I
obvious.
wish, that was the one thing. I wish I got to see Dollya's face in this, and we didn't. So,
but for not meeting the criteria of the Floorshow, I apologize, but I will be giving this a bag.
Yeah, Dollya's a bag.
Unfortunately, same for me. Yeah. Dollya is kind of a bag.
Next up is Nefertiti.
Nefertiti.
Blackberri. Yeah, it's Blackberri. What did you expect me to say? She ate this up. Incredible gowns, gorgeous gowns. Because all intents and purposes, this is just a mummy look with tits. But yet, because maybe it's just because it's Blackberri, this feels like the most elevated thing I've seen on the runway this episode.
Not only did she just take mummy, but then again, adding the Nefertiti of it all. I'm just like, yes. Because I don't think we've seen a mummy with tits.
We did, but Coco did, but it was very basic.
There was a Drag Race franchise where someone did mummy with boobs, and I cannot remember who it was. I think it was UK. Don't quote me on that.
Yes. It was sister, but it wasn't like a mummy. It was also half mummy, half werewolf.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Some of the UK seasons just blur together. It feels like they all came out within a month of each other sometimes.
You can also argue that Audira Aurora Cosmic did Mummy with tits. It was just cone bras.
Yeah. Hi, Aurora. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, but Blackberri was also just really great in this performance. I think the entirety of Group 3 was really good in their performance. Well, 3 out of 4 of them were really, really good in the performance, and one of them had a bit of a mixed moment. But Blackberri was incredible in the performance. Absolutely TTT.
Yep, Blackberri's a T.
Absolutely. Especially I love this headpiece / wig, which can allow for reveals and some inner space.
Also, can we appreciate this makeup as well? Because, like, not only the green face, but, like, add up with the white highlight. Like, that is so smart.
I forgot to mention that, Micha. Thank you for reminding me. The wig opened up into a little cabinet that had a bottle of poppers in it.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna out myself very publicly real quick. I did not realize it was poppers until the Boulets pointed it out. I thought it was just a fun little gag. Then when they realized, I was like, oh, that's really good. That's funny as hell. So yeah, Blackberri ate this one up.
Love.
Moving on. Next up, we have Cynthia Doll and Jaharia. Cynthia Doll was going as a vampire, which I will again say I am shocked we only got one vampire on this runway.
I know.
And Jaharia, I will say, I don't know if I would consider this a classic Halloween costume, but a classic Halloween aesthetic with a Black Widow spider.
Yes.
Can and this is not meant to be a read, but do you know the first thing I thought of when she stepped out on the floor show?
I don't know where this is going.
Raven Simone on The Masked Singer.
Okay, I thought something different.
What did you think I was going to say?
I brought this up in the UK coverage, but Muffet from Undertale.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I feel you. I see you. But no, I think Cynthia, look-wise, stamped 8. Great. Incredible. Performance, there was a moment or two where the lip sync didn't really read. She claims it was her playing a character with the poppers. I don't know how real that is. Sometimes I'm not saying she's lying. I don't know. But I definitely believe her when she says that she did know the words. sometimes we just get caught up in a performance and maybe it didn't come all the way through, or
Okay,
maybe she really was just playing a character and it didn't translate well.
I didn't get the critique because like I saw the character she was trying to pull and she did that well, and she knew the words. So I guess the translation of the fact that is I think sometimes what can happen, and like sometimes we see in the edit, is where like they know the words but it's a little off. That's how I see it, because that's how I kind of saw it a little bit.
Maybe, or it was just like really she was trying to remember all the moves plus this poppers gag, and she kind of lost a few words, but we did clearly see her lip sync. It was very, very smart of her to say before they would go for extermination, say, I knew my words, just you must know, I knew my words. She was like so adamant about it to the Boulets. And yeah, I enjoyed her look very much. It's kind of also elevated Cynthia, and I'm here for it.
No, yeah, this is classic Cynthia. So,
but with a budget.
Jaharia though, Jaharia
was incredible in this performance. This floor show is just so great. Every lip, like Jaharia said before this challenge, that the big critique that they had on season 6 was that they never let themselves be the main character. Jaharia was the main character throughout this performance. It was incredible to watch. I really, really hope this is the energy we get from Jaharia for the rest of the season. I hope for mine and Misha's sakes, because our draft team would love to see it.
I sadly missed the draft, so
R.I.P. Brandon. I mean, you could have sent your listed. You could have sent your listed.
I was busy. I was sorry.
I really enjoy how, first of all, how the spiders are on her hips. It's just so cool. The spider legs, they're so strategically posed. I mean, yeah, poor Viola on UK2. Sorry, on UK7. Yeah, but actually, I mean, everything was already said. She did what needed to be done with the performance. She was like a shining star, a choreographer who knew ahead where to place everything, lifting the house downwards, and just so glad that she did exactly what we were hoping.
I'm gonna pull it up for Jaharia just for this once. She did what needed to be done.
That.
So I'm going to say tea, but not as much tea as everyone else in this group for Cynthia at all. And then an overflowing cup of tea for Jaharia.
Yeah, Cynthia will get a tea just fine. And then, and I agree with you with Jaharia, like tea down, like just yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Just this way. Tea and super hot tea.
All right. And then we have JK rounding out group number 3, and then Evah Destruction starting group number 4. JK going werewolf, which, yes, great. No notes. And then Evah Grim Reaper. Not entirely what I was getting, but I see it.
It was actually,
No, go ahead.
I thought she was kind of even more Nefertiti in a sense than Blackberri, because it gave very Egyptian look for some reason for me. But yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah. Let's talk about JK first. JK was, as expected, really great in the performance aspect of this challenge. Did a really great job. I will say overall, in my opinion, the strongest groups were group 3 and group 4, just in terms of what they brought into the performance. JK's look is great. It's really fun. It's really playful. It's elevated. I love the face that she went for here. And I just think it was really a great choice. Special shout out to the part of the performance where the entire group starts beating the crap out of JK. That was fun.
They really went for it.
Okay, something about what JK is wearing is so oxymoron to Dragula in a way, but at the same time, it's still Dragula. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Because the color palette that she's doing with this is like nothing what Dragula would be. but at the same time, it does give Dragula energy. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, does anyone agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. You're totally right.
Because like the plaid, like the clothes of it all, I'm just like, yeah, like I get where she was going with this, and I was like, and I'm obsessed. Like, that's really the best way I can describe it, because I was mesmerized by this. So, and then, are we talking about Eva now, or are we waiting?
Well, let's score Jay first.
Okay, yeah.
T.
Yeah, T.
Absolute T, yeah. It's like a furry's dream. Furry's wet dream.
Then we have Evah Destruction. In the performance, Eva was absolutely the best person across all 4 groups, in my opinion.
Correct.
I think Eva was serving from the beginning to the end. Everything was immaculate. Everything was great. No notes for Evah Destruction there. On the runway, it isn't really reading as Grim Reaper immediately. That wasn't my first thought. I see it when it's said to me. But I was getting more of this like Dead Bride kind of vibe here, or like mourner, dead demon kind of energy. I don't know. It wasn't immediately going to Grim Reaper, but I mean, with the black costume, with the smaller scythe down there, I see it. I just missed it, I guess.
If the scythe was an actual stick, like the actual stick type thing, then I would have seen it. But I mean, again, like you said, if it were told by me, like, yes, this is Grim Reaper, but at the same time, like, I do agree. I was getting Dead Bride of this. Like, I was like, I guess like a different version of Corpse Bride in a way.
Yes.
Yeah. Die, we all pass away. Not getting copyright and stricken today.
It's kind of really Corpse Bride giving some less than decomposed mummy. But I'm not mad at it. And the makeup looks genius as well. And yes, plus she ate the house down in the performance. She swallowed the house, basically.
Correct.
Love it.
I'm gonna like actually do one little critique with this makeup. I wish the makeup matched the skeleton.
Yeah, I could see that.
To me, because like, don't get me wrong, I love the style of this. I just wish that if it actually would give Grim Reaper and give the elevation of it, I wish like Eva would have matched the skeleton with the green and the white to like with the actual face. But I still see where she was going with this, so I'm not mad at
it. T, this is great.
Yeah, overall T though.
Yeah, absolutely T.
All right, and finally we have Zavaleta and Sigourney Beaver. Sigourney, demon, devil, yeah, sure. Zavaleta is going for ghost, although apparently the producers told Drac that she was going for Bride of Nosferatu. Don't know how that got mixed up with Ghost, but here we are. They were both really great in the challenge. I think overall Group 4 in terms of performing was probably the best group. I'm a bit confused with Zavaleta's look. I get it in terms of like what it's going for and the characterization, but I don't know if it fully reads for me entirely. I think it's well constructed. I think the overall elements are good. It's just Ghost isn't really the first thought I had looking at this, I guess. I don't know.
One thing I will say about Zavaleta, like this makeup, like, excuse me. Like, I think this is like one of my favorite makeup looks that Zava's ever done ever. Like, oh my god. Like, this is like, I first looked at it, I was like, wait, that's Zavaleta? Like, huh? Like, but I just love how she like had this mask for the ghost. It's kind of everything to me. And then of course the tiny pumpkin basket, the trick or treat basket. I was like, that is too cute.
Sure. I mean, here I love how the colors are coordinated because the mask and the makeup go so well.
Exactly. Like that's what I love about this.
It's really cool. But with that realtor housewife wig, the wig is kind of throwing me off. It's very camp, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't give me either Nosferatu or like Frankenstein's bride.
Brandon, I was hoping you would have that ready to go.
It is.
Yeah, it's a fuck ass Bob, and it's everything.
It is a Bob, and I mean, yeah, it's very camp. This Bob basically brings it to the same planet as JK's super campy furry. I wanna fuck everybody like here werewolf. But yeah, I mean, they could be a phenomenal duo somewhere, like in space, terrorizing somebody with their horniness. Yeah, I mean, I love them both in the performance, both Zava and Sigourney. If you were talking about Zava specifically, I thought in the performance they kind of nailed it. In the critiques, they said that she missed some steps, but I kind of didn't clock it, to be honest. But yeah, this look is very interesting.
I think, and maybe this is just me, I get where they're coming from on the critique of the look, maybe not reading as well as Sigourney's and Eva's. I mean, even then, I think it reads a little bit better than Eva's. But obviously, Eva was by far the best in the performance aspect of this challenge, and they couldn't really critique her outside of that. So with the twist that was coming, I think they kind of had to pick a de facto, this is the person that we should be pushing towards the bottom in this group. And I think between Sigourney and Zavaleta on the runway, I think Sigourney was overall just a bit stronger, and I think they were about equivalent in the performance. So I maybe that's just where they were coming from.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I don't think Zavaleta did a bad job whatsoever. And I think if this was a normal episode with a normal bottom 2 or bottom 3 going to this extermination, Zava would not have been anywhere near it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, if it was regular judging, like Eva, Zava, and Sig were all gonna be in like the winning.
The top. They were the winning.
Literally.
Yes. Zavaleta, absolutely T. I think this is great across the board. It just doesn't read as well as everyone else, but even then, it still reads better than a few other people. So,
like to me, like it's still T because again, this makeup is immaculate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's total T for me as well.
Sigourney is...
I'm serving fashion tonight on the runway.
This is great. Because it's so Sigourney. Like, this is Sigourney down. Okay? Glamour with a little touch of... I don't want to say spooky because I know the Boulets hate that word, but like spooky. It's a little bit. It just hits all the right notes for this challenge. It is a classic Halloween costume done into your drag perspective. Congratulations, Sigourney, you ate that up. And it's not even complicated. Sometimes something that happens on, I'll say on Project Runway 2 and on Dracula and on Drag Race, we see people get a brief and they overcomplicate it because they want to make this beautiful avant-garde, like high fashion, whatever. And sometimes all you have to do is paint your body red, put on some devil horns, a nice wig, and a blue dress, and suddenly you're good to go. This is great.
In this case, purple, but
is it purple?
I see purple. It's like it's like a blue jacket. Shade. It's like a blue jacket.
Sure.
It's very blue. Okay. But yeah.
It's blue in my like lighting, but that's just me though. Anyways,
it's a lovely shade of a dark blue or a light purple. I cannot tell which one.
Regardless, again, Sigourney ate this because like it is just two Sigourney's drag, and then just like very much again give classic demon with the devil horns. Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Come on now. She basically ran from where Eva left on Titans 1 because she also had the devil look in the first episode. With like the cigarette holder done in tridents, and here the tridents are basically earrings, so it's super cool to have this detail. Yeah, love this look.
And then
Classic
in the
and
performance,
classy.
yeah, in the performance as well, Sigourney was just as good as everybody else in this group. I think all three of them did a really great job in the performance. For me, T, obviously, this is great.
T.
T, for sure.
So now that we've gotten those covered, we do have to go talk about what happened before we got the Floorshow itself. Dollya gets to throw somebody into the extermination immediately, no critiques, no nothing. And Dollya picks Abhora, which is, given the performances in this challenge, is quite surprising. But given that she hadn't really had any critiques to this point, I can't blame her.
Can't blame her, and also, like, again, she would have picked anyone, so...
Also, I don't think they have seen much on the set what the other groups were doing, because they were not like interacting during the lip sync part mostly, because they were confined within their own groups. But yeah, it was kind of a slightly left field pick, maybe just because Abhora was there 3 times. But yeah, it would have been messy as hell if she would pick Priscilla from her own group. But we would be kind of living for it. But yeah.
Well,
let's talk about why she claims she picked Abhora. Because of the comment Abhora said where she's not showing anything new. Now, is that her actual reason? I don't know. And quite frankly, the only person I'll ever know was Dollya. But if that's her reason, sure. I see it. I get it. I'd be a little peeved myself. So we go into the critiques. Everybody gets given critique. And then we find out the twist for the episode. So... the Boulets are not determining the bottoms for this extermination. The teams are. So within each team, each person in each team will vote for someone from their own team that they felt was the weakest link and put them up for extermination alongside Abhora, who will be in it no matter what. Importantly, though, one person will be spared from extermination by the Boulets. I'm assuming this is based off of where they had them ranked in the performances overall, especially based off the person who was saved. And then the others are going to go do an extermination, which they don't know what it is yet. So we don't really get anything from Group 1 during this deliberation.
Yes, they said nothing.
Which was kind of weird. I thought we couldn't even get at least a 30-second clip from what I'm talking about, what they were going to do. Didn't get that at all. But of course, every other group, pure drama, unadulterated drama. Jade and Priscilla are immediately like, yeah, so we're voting for Dollya? Got it, we're voting for Dollya. Dollya's going up for extermination, and we then get the beef of Jade in the confessional of being like, because Jade absolutely would have been up for extermination at this twist on.
yeah, like, I understand why, they went for Dollya, and kind of rightfully so, because, again, if the claims of Dahlia's was saying, they were basically drinking and doing drugs, whereas the other two, we only took a shot. That made sense, and rightfully so. So,
I will again say everything is alleged here at the Cup. We are not even remotely going to be commenting on who was and was not doing what off camera. But when it comes to their perspective,
but again, in this situation of what we were seeing on TV, this is what's happened allegedly.
Allegedly, everything is alleged.
Hold on, I have the banner.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wait, where is that at?
Allegedly. That's not. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
Group 3 is also full of drama, but for another reason.
Yeah, but
So
I want to touch base on the drama of of Jade, Priscilla, and Dollya real quick, because again, the way that they were going at each other, kept going in circles. Where was this going? To be honest, you can tell Dollya in the confessionals was going in on both of them. And then when Jade was trying her best to like defend herself, I was just like, oh Lord, this is more drama than we expected, like in just the first episode. I was like, oh Lord, this like we're in for a ride this season.
Group 3 is interesting because based on the critiques we were given, Blackberri and Jaharia very clearly were the Boulets' favorites in this group, in the top. We'll talk about the actual top 4 in just a second. So it kind of turned into Cynthia versus Jay. Jaharia then gets put in a pretty screwed up position where she knows Cynthia. They're both from Kansas City. They are local girls with each other. They've known each other for a while. And that's her close friend. But based on the challenge, JK choreographed their entire performance. JK did get better critiques on the runway. Hell, Victoria Black called JK polished. That might be the single highest compliment Victoria can give any human being, much less a performer on a drag show. So it was a pretty bad position for Jaharia. Blackberri pretty much decided that she was going to play fair in this moment. And based on the critiques, she was probably going to vote for Cynthia. And then, of course, we get to Group 4, which is where all of the drama was in this moment. So again, based on the critiques that we were given, it was very clear that Eva was in the top here. Undoubtedly in the top.
Already, yeah.
And out of the 3 of them, Zavaleta did get the worst critiques that we saw from the judges. But Zavaleta wasn't going to take that lying down and essentially said, look, I'm going for Sigourney because I'm not voting for Eva and because, you know, some people act like they're above everyone else here. And it was, I don't know if it was like pointedly at Sigourney, but we get confessionals from a couple other people in this moment, including Eva, including Dollya, which Dollya calls out Eva and Sigourney for it, which I find funny. Saying that Sigourney acts like she's untouchable. Like the Boulets are going to throw her out because she's a fan favorite. All the fans love her. We didn't see any of this in the edit. We didn't get to see Sigourney saying anything about anybody, saying anything about being a favorite, and that they're never going to throw her out or any of that. Could have been off camera. Maybe it happened. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. All we can say is from the edit, we didn't see it happen. But Sigourney says, well, I mean, obviously I'm voting for Zavaleta because Eva was clearly in the top. And then Eva tells Sigourney to her face that Zavaleta did more than her and that she's putting Sigourney in the bottom. Gagged.
Yeah. Especially for Eva, we've known from the seasons before where she would like shift her opinions so much sometimes faster than Lexis Michelle on Drag Race. It's very funny, yeah, to see that side of Eva. She was like, no, I want to make you sweat. I want to make you. And Sigourney is like taken aback a bit. She takes her to the other room to like talk in private and even doubles down, which is, yeah, I found it hilarious.
And I love and I will say, in the moment, it kind of came off Sigourney and was like threatening her a little bit, but not like actual threat, but like competition threat of like, are you sure this is what you want to do? This is the game you want to play? And he was like, yeah, I want to see you sweat a little bit. So,
I mean, and
here we
in
are.
A way, yeah, like in a way, because like watching that moment, I was just like Sigourney was thinking, because like again, who else like Eva was going to like, what else Eva was going to do? Because like in her perspective, obviously she thought that Zavaleta did better than Sigourney, which is understandable. Like, and because like basically Eva was the deciding vote of between them two because of like obviously like Sig and Zava wasn't going to vote for Eva, obviously, because she was the clear winner, and obviously they have to vote for each other. So, which meant Eva was the deciding vote. So,
yeah,
I think it was clear that Eva wanted to put Sigourney up in the bottom just for that reason, just to like, again, I want to see you sweat. Like, like because obviously, like yes, fan favorite, but we never saw at any point Sigourney was considered untouchable. Like I didn't see that at all.
We did not see in the edit Sigourney or anyone but in this moment talking about Sigourney thinking that she was untouchable. So we'll see if we get that in the future. All we can say is based off of what we have seen so far, we haven't seen it. We'll see if that changes. But we go out back onto the stage, and we get our votes. So we'll start with group 1. Loris votes for Disasterina, saying that it's kind of a throwaway vote because she wants to be the one to go up for extermination to prove herself. First off, Diva,
Why?
no.
You don't
But
do.
secondly, can we not have seen the group 1 deliberation, please? I want to know what they were talking about because this seems interesting. So then we get Disasterina saying that she flipped a coin and she picked Frankie, which flipping a coin between 3 people is the kind of chaos that I love Disasterina for. But then Abhora said she picked Frankie just because out of the people in the group, she did feel Frankie was the weakest in the challenge. And then Frankie said it didn't really matter what she did, but she picked Loris because that's what Loris wanted. So that means Frankie is going up for extermination. We then move to group 2. And it's exactly as expected. Jade and Priscilla yeet Dollya into extermination. Yeet being very deliberate usage here.
Yep.
Dollya's like, well, I don't think any of us should have been in the bottom. Not true. But I guess it doesn't really matter what I do. And the Boulets are like, yeah, but who would you have picked? Who did you pick? She's like, Jade. She did the worst. Sure. Which, yeah, she's right. In this particular moment, she's right. So then we go to group 3, which is where the drama on the floor comes in. Blackberri goes. So we see Jay and Cynthia vote for each other. Unsurprisingly, vote for each other. We knew it was going to happen. Blackberri votes for Cynthia. Cynthia loses it in confessional.
Yes. I thought we were friends.
I thought we were friends. What the hell? And then Jaharia votes for Jay, and then we're tied. So my thought would be, okay, so they're both up for extermination. Sounds great. But no, the Boulets make Blackberri and Jaharia come to a decision between the two of them as to which of the other two are going in. And it seems like Blackberri's like, girl, I love you down, Jaharia, but you know that between the two of them, Jay did more for the group. And Jaharia, like, tearfully says that she's voting for Cynthia. So Cynthia is now up for extermination as well. Cynthia is pissed at Blackberri and Jaharia. And then we go to group 4, and it's exactly as expected. Sigourney gets put up. And she's not thrilled. But before we get to find out who is saved, we do get told that our top 4 are Abhora, Blackberri, Eva, and Jaharia. Yeah, I would agree with pretty much all of this, personally.
Same.
Sure. Same. Absolutely. Yeah.
But our winner was Evah Destruction.
Yes.
I mean, yes. Correct. Correct decision. So out of our 4 eligible people, Blaze keeps Sigourney from going into the extermination. She did the best out of the 4 of them. This is correct. In my opinion. Subjectively, I would agree.
I mean, if their entire group did the best, like, of course they were going to save her.
So that then means Abhora, Dollya, Cynthia, and Frankie are going into the extermination. As a friendly reminder, Abhora was put there by Dollya through the Fright feat, for the record. So what extermination is it? Well, it's a good friend from season 5. It's jumping off the bridge to nowhere yet again. I'm kind of bummed that they didn't pick Jay because I kind of
Yes,
wanted to
exactly.
see Jay react to it again.
I felt the same way.
No, could you imagine?
Jay not only did this extermination on season 5, she went home for a bit after. Well, not even a bit. She got exterminated, but then she came back at the beginning of the next episode, so it didn't mean shit.
But could you imagine if Jay was put in the bottom and then be like, surprise, you're doing this exact same extermination? Like Jay would have been I felt like Jay would have rage quit.
Yeah, so only real things of note here is that Cynthia falls in the little creek on the way up and gets wet. She's not happy. Everybody's complaining except Abhora, who's kind of just like, because Abhora knows as long as she jumps off this thing, she's not going home. She's fine. So they get up to the bridge. Everybody jumps. Abhora's like, I'm pretty confident I'm going to be here next week, so I'm just ready to keep showing what I have. Dollya is talking about wanting to get revenge on Jade and Priscilla. Cynthia is talking about wanting to get revenge on Jaharia and Blackberri. Frankie's not speaking. And that is where the episode leaves off. So we do not know who got exterminated just yet. Do not make this a habit, Dragula Titans. Please, dear God, I cannot deal with this Project Runway bullshit. Please no. Yeah, so everybody did jump.
They screamed.
So, and yelled, yes. I mean, you're jumping off a massive bridge. I'm not surprised. I will say, I thought Dollya was going to snap back up and hit the damn bridge based on how hard she hit that when the bungee snapped up and she bit up and like under the bridge. I really thought she might hit her head, which can happen. So,
yeah, that like I guess the tension from the bungee couldn't like, which I did not expect that at all.
She's also not very big. She's pretty tiny, and based on how like where the angle is at, if it snaps and it pulls you back up at the exact same, I thought she might hit the bridge. Is all I'm getting at. So I will ask the question to my panelists because I have to. Who is going home from this extermination? Who do you think is going to? I'm assuming taking a trip down the gallows. We did get to see the gallows are a thing, but haven't really gotten any further details on that to this point. So,
I mean, if they have that trap door again, like they're probably going to be like these were like the absolute bottom two, and then like they'll make the decision on who's going to go home. But oh god, this is hard. Personally, this is just me. Nothing against her. Like, and it's mostly because of the episode, like of how things were going. Like, I personally want Dollya like exterminated here.
I think that nobody will go home because the first episode and they haven't used the gallows properly. But in case somebody has to of these four, I kind of think it's Frankie based on the episode because she was kind of non-play and a non-factor. And so I'm not sure if they were sticking to it. Because Dollya still, first of all, she didn't do that bad of a job in a challenge, and that also she kind of needs to, I don't know, she's such a great drama that probably they wouldn't get rid of her that fast. But
I don't think it's Dollya after this premiere. I'm sorry, Red. I hate to break it to you.
It's not Dollya. It's not Cynthia. So it's
not Cynthia either. And it's not gonna be Abhora either. So if it's anybody here, it's gonna be.
So Frankie. I guess it's defaulting to Frankie.
Which that just feels wrong. And again, I will say, out of the people in this episode, I would have had Frankie up for extermination, but Frankie was not in my bottom two. If we're talking like a bottom four extermination, yes, Frankie would have been there for me. But like very clearly, we know who the bottom two were in this challenge, and neither one of them were up for extermination. And and it's a bit of a gag for me because I do like Frankie a lot. I think Frankie is a really fun performer and brings so much uniqueness to this competition. But they didn't show Frankie at all in this episode. Like, you may have noticed, we didn't talk about Frankie much. There wasn't anything to talk about. We didn't get any content from Frankie, any content from Loris. Like, they were shoved out of the edit in this episode. So if Frankie, we'll say, we don't know if somebody is going to get eliminated from this group, but if someone does go home and it's Frankie, maybe be on the lookout for Loris next, because we don't have anything for Loris either, which I hate. But at this point, neither one of them got featured in this episode, like, at all. So it sucks, but I just feel like that's kind of where we're at the moment. But we're not going to be able to find out until next week. So thank you so much for joining us for this rather lengthy premiere discussion of Dragula Titans Season 2. Let us know in the comments down below, who do you think will go home and who do you think should go home out of this bottom 4? Who do you think should have been in the bottom? Why was it Jade? Let me know. I love Jade. I love you so much. Big fan. But let us know down below what you guys are thinking. Thank you so much for joining us. While you're here, if you want to go ahead and hit that big subscribe button, it would be greatly helped. We're so close to 3,000 subscribers. It'd be mean the world for you to help us get to that point. And of course, you can buy your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. This way, pointing this way.
Other way.
What?
Other way.
On my screen, I'm pointing the right way. I don't know.
Your mirror, that's why.
Whatever. Beside the point. Buy your merch at laundrycreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description down below and on the ticker. And thank you so much for joining us. So we will see you guys next week for episode 2. And until then, cheers, everybody. Bye.
Cheers.